Okay, before you go to bed tonight, I need you to hear this, because what you do in the hours before sleep can either protect your heart or slowly destroy it. Most people think heart attacks happen randomly, out of nowhere, no warning. But the truth is that most cardiovascular events are the result of habits, small, quiet, nightly habits that you repeat every single day without giving them a second thought. They don't feel dangerous. They feel completely normal, and that is exactly what makes them so deadly. Tonight, 5 of those habits. Let's go. Habit number 1. Eating late at night. You come home exhausted, you're hungry, and dinner happens at 9, 10, 11 at night. It feels harmless, but here's what's actually happening inside your body. When you eat a large meal close to bedtime, your digestive system shifts into full working mode right when your body is trying to slow down and prepare for sleep. Your blood sugar spikes, your insulin surges, your blood pressure rises, and your heart, which desperately needs the nighttime hours to recover and repair, is instead forced to work significantly harder to support digestion and manage circulation. Studies have consistently shown that people who regularly eat within 2 hours of going to bed have significantly higher blood pressure, higher triglyceride levels, and a measurably increased risk of cardiovascular disease. And late-night eating almost never means a light, balanced meal. It means high-calorie, high-sodium, high-fat food that puts maximum stress on your cardiovascular system. Try to finish your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep. Your heart will feel the difference faster than you expect. Habit number 2. Uncontrolled sleep apnea. This is one of the most underdiagnosed conditions in the world. Sleep apnea is when your breathing repeatedly stops during sleep, sometimes hundreds of times per night, and most people who have it have absolutely no idea. They think they're just a loud snorer. They think they're tired all the time because of stress. Here is what is actually happening. Every time your breathing stops, your oxygen levels drop. Your brain goes into emergency mode and sends an urgent signal to your heart. Your heart rate spikes. Your blood pressure surges. Stress hormones flood your system. Your body jolts itself just enough to restart your breathing. And then it happens again and again, all night long, every night. Research has shown that people with untreated sleep apnea are 2 to 3 times more likely to die from a cardiovascular event than people without it. 2 to 3 times. That is not a small difference. If you snore loudly, wake up exhausted no matter how long you slept, or your partner says you stop breathing at night, talk to your doctor. Sleep apnea is treatable, and treating it could literally save your life. Habit number 3. Sleeping in a room that is too warm. This sounds minor, but the temperature of your sleeping environment has a direct and significant effect on your heart. During healthy sleep, your core body temperature naturally drops, and this triggers the deep, restorative sleep stages your heart depends on. During deep sleep, your heart rate slows and your blood pressure falls. When your room is too warm, this process is disrupted. Your sleep becomes shallow, your heart rate stays elevated, and your blood pressure doesn't drop the way it should. People whose blood pressure doesn't fall during the night, doctors call this non-dipping, have a significantly higher risk of heart attack and stroke. The cardiovascular recovery your heart counts on simply isn't happening. The ideal sleeping temperature for most adults is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 to 19 Celsius, cool, dark, and quiet. If you've been sleeping in a warm room your whole life, try lowering the temperature tonight. You may be surprised by how much better your heart feels by morning. Habit number 4. Go into bed stressed. Life is demanding, and very often, the moment people lie down is exactly when the mind starts running, replaying conversations, rehearsing arguments, worrying about tomorrow. This feels uncomfortable, but it is far more than uncomfortable. It is measurably dangerous for your heart. When you fall asleep stressed, your body maintains elevated levels of cortisol and adrenaline throughout the night. These hormones keep your heart rate elevated, keep your blood vessels constricted, and actively promote inflammation in the walls of your arteries. Arterial inflammation is one of the core mechanisms behind the buildup of plaque that leads directly to heart attacks and strokes. Research shows that chronic psychological stress increases the risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 40%. You cannot always control what happens during your day, but you can control what you bring into your bedroom. 10 minutes of quiet before sleep. No news, no social media, no difficult conversations. Your heart genuinely needs peace at night. Give it that. Habit number 5. Go into bed dehydrated. Most people don't drink enough water during the day, and by the time they go to sleep, they're already mildly dehydrated without realizing it. During sleep, your body continues losing fluid through every breath and through sweating. By morning, your blood has become thicker and more concentrated than it should be. Thick blood moves more slowly, forces your heart to work harder with every beat, and is significantly more prone to forming clots. Blood clots are the direct cause of the vast majority of heart attacks and strokes. You don't need to drink a large amount. A glass or two of water during the evening hours is enough to maintain healthy hydration through the night. It is one of the simplest habits you can build, and one of the most protective things you can do for your heart while you sleep. So, late night eating forces your heart to work overtime during the hours it needs to rest. Untreated sleep apnea spikes your blood pressure and heart rate hundreds of times every night. A warm bedroom prevents the blood pressure drop your heart depends on. Go into bed stressed keeps your arteries inflamed and raises your cardiovascular risk by up to 40%. And dehydration thickens your blood and increases your clotting risk every single morning. None of these feel dangerous in the moment. That is precisely what makes them deadly. They happen quietly, every night, for years. And by the time the consequences arrive, the damage has already been building for a very long time. Take one habit from this list. Just one. Work on it this week. Then add another. Small changes made consistently over time. That is what actually protects your heart. Your heart beats 100,000 times every single day without a single day off. It deserves better than the habits we've been giving it at night. See you in the...
Yeah, we did it! Thanks for subscribing!
That's a brief look at Health Explained. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.